Ward Brothers Motorsports, 205-208-3278. That's 205-208-FAST. You can find them at 8691 Thornton Avenue, Leeds.
You've arrived at your destination.
Or look them up on the web at wardbrothersmotorsports.com. Performance vehicle dealer. No games, no gimmicks, just car guys who like to have fun.
A powerful message now with more power. From the Crawford Broadcasting Studios, the best Bible teachers in America with 100,000 watts at 101.1 FM and 850 AM. This is WXJC FM, WXJC HD Coleman, WDJC HD2 Birmingham, and WXJC AM Birmingham.
Marsh Automotive Custom Dyno Tuning and Car Engine Swap. You can locate them at 65472 U.S. Highway 231, Blunsville, Alabama. Give them a call at 205-429-4131. That's 205-429-4131.
In the wake of a disaster, what one thing can you send that will help people the most? A blanket, a tent, a sandbag, a doctor. Actually, if you send a monetary donation, you send all these things. Even a small donation can make a big impact and can quickly become exactly what people affected by disaster need most.
In the wake of a hurricane, your monetary donation can make a huge difference to those in need. To donate, visit supporthurricanerelief.org. That's supporthurricanerelief.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
We parents hear our kids say lots of things that can get us pretty worked up. Things like,
"Look, Mom, no hands."
And,
"Ouch, that hurts."
look, you'll never completely stop worrying about your kids. But you can breathe a little easier with free or low-cost health insurance through Medicaid and CHIP programs in your state. The truth is, they're covering more kids and teens than ever before. So even if you've applied in the past, even if you don't qualify, your kids can now be eligible for regular doctor and dentist visits, prescriptions, and more. So the next time you hear,
"Ooh, I don't feel so good,"
relax, your kids can be covered.
Get us kids covered today. Families of 4 earning up to $49,200 a year or more may qualify. Just go to insurekidsnow.gov or call 1-877-KIDS-NOW. That's 1-877-543-7669. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
The following program is a paid program and does not reflect the views of station management or sponsors.
Singing songs about the Southland. I miss Alabama. blistered on me again. I got to fumbling around for the trans brake and the nitrous button and the hand brake, and the light turned green. So I got on it and got on the nitrous, and the car went berserk. So I guess now I need to put on that NOS mini controller, because I'm hitting it with probably 300 horse off of the idle, and boy, it's not appreciating it a bit.
I can imagine.
So anyway, that's what I got going on. But I'll get it up in there and figure out what that leak is. It shouldn't be.
Probably the valve body?
No, I think the trans brake solenoid in the back it may be loose. I don't know. How long have we had that transmission?
I was 12 years old. I'm 25, so 13 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it is time to
service
to check. We'll just check it out.
Yeah.
It's a Reed Case PTC transmission. It's a good one. It decided to leak, so I guess crawling under it and seeing if the solenoid is loose could be on my list. But I'll get it up in there and get it running and get somebody to mash the trans brake for me, and we'll see what is going on.
Oh yes.
I think we'll get her fixed up. That was my disaster of the night. We had several guys there. We had some failures. Some people didn't show up. Our number one guy, Dave Bromkowski, he didn't make it. Stephen Overby got transmission trouble. His didn't get finished. Of course, I think Chris Rogers continued to be number one. Chris, if you're listening, give us a call and gloat for us a little bit. His sister came over to me last night and said, loser buys. So I'm not sure exactly what that means. So
you owe dinner?
He has to buy me a dinner because he's the winner.
No, he's a loser buys.
Loser buys. So I guess I'm the one buying.
Yep.
Oh well, that'll happen. I wonder how he feels about weenies.
Hot dogs?
No, just a weenie. He buys his own buns.
No.
That's tube steak. That's what that is.
Tube steak.
I'll fix Chris right up. We've got something going on tough in the drag race world right now. Traction compound.
There is a shortage.
There are tracks not able to open up because of no traction compound.
No prep to get really popular.
Yes, it is. Dominique said they were at Steel Thursday night, and they didn't have enough stuff to treat the track for radials. He said his just goes up in smoke, and the guys with slicks were able to go down. So it just takes a different type of mixture and prep for the track.
Right.
So you put some big old balonies on back of them babies that hook up.
That's it.
That is a problem. And there are multiple manufacturers of this traction compound, but they're out of it. Of course, you start buying drums at a time, you use up a lot of product. And, Duck X, I think when he had the deal down at Valdosta, they have a truckload. He orders a whole truckload, and they use it all too. So anyway, these guys they're prepared. Got to say hello to Miss Sandy Davies. Good morning, Sandy. Billy came up and talked to me last night and said you're one of our number one listeners, and I need to speak to you. So good morning, Miss Sandy. We had Jerry from Gadsden was there. Of course, William and Donna, they came in and helped me. William and Donna the snack lady. Of course, Jason Guthrie, and we all was there around my camp with the Gardendale Performance 205. They're doing a good job, and Anthony Stedham had his new motor in his S10. He got a serious piece, and just buying a motor or putting a new engine in is not everything that it needs to be. The motor makes so much more power than his other one. He ran right through the converter, so he's got to do something about a converter now. And I told him I think I got 4 or 5 extra ones. I told him he's welcome to anything I had. He can try it. It may not be right, but it won't cost him anything anyway.
Right.
So we got that going on. tracks. We've got the what did they the B something BOGO up at Baylerton.
It's a race for BOGO. It's a $5,000 race.
$5,000 bracket race. I-22 is still down for construction. I think I'm correct. If not, Greg, give us a call and clarify that. But everything we could find that it's still closed and apparently did not get through. But if it do, it's a great place to go and race and watch a race and all that.
Yeah, but they are scheduled to close this weekend.
Oh, they are.
They can. That's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, they are closed for maintenance.
Sand Mountain is closed. No
prep.
No prep. They don't have. I guess it'd be a good time to have a no prep race.
That's it.
Because there's no prep available.
Yep. Don't worry, we didn't prep it at all. I promise.
Yeah, we was out. We used it. We got plenty of barrels, but there's nothing in them. Let me try to think. Landon and I took a little road trip on Wednesday. Had to go over to LaGrange, Georgia, and end up over in Pine Mountain at the Callaway Gardens.
And you didn't go golfing?
No. Was it golf really? You know what that stands for?
Gentlemen's only, ladies forbidden.
Bingo. And
even though we have women golfing now.
We do. Well, I went up to Oxford, Anderson, Oxford area, and you hit 431 and go that way. Or you can go down 280 from Birmingham. Of course, the traffic down 280 is just atrocious. So we decided to go through, do Oxford and get 431 and go that way. Well, on the way, I think when you turn on 431, it's 45 miles to the first big town. And so anyway, we're riding along, and I found the haunted chicken house. That was a new one on me. There are limos, hearse, all kind of stuff with chickens or roosters up on top of them as like toy roosters all over this place. I'm sure you've seen the picture of Cadillac Ranch out west where they buried all them Cadillacs.
Yeah, he's planting seeds.
This is kind of like that, but the haunted chicken house.
Haunted chicken house.
Man, you're talking about my neck of the woods. That's where I graduated high school from, Randolph County.
Oh yeah, so you know where that is?
That's about 30 minutes down the road from me.
That is so funny. I'm driving along. I said, "What in the world am I looking at?"
Been doing that now for about 5-8 years. And they get a lot of high schoolers to go and volunteer. But they have it going on all throughout October.
Okay. Well, that would be a real destination. And my lady friends, we come up to an intersection. She says, "Oh, my gosh, I believe they got frog legs." She said they've got something in this restaurant. I said, "What?" Anyway, they all kind of stuff. She grew up in the LaGrange area, so we're down visiting and went over to Callaway Gardens, and so that was quite a trip. And what is we get off 431 and going toward LaGrange. What is the first town? It was like 45 miles down there.
Talking about Wedowee, or are you talking about over?
Yes, Wedowee. Lake Wedowee.
Yes, sir.
That's beautiful area.
Woods.
Oh yeah, beautiful area. Went across the. What's the other? There's another lake down there. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. I started singing the song. Went across the dam out there. A beautiful area. So that's quite a road trip. How about that? How about some old home stuff going on? That's lots of fun. So we made it back, and that 2-hour trip ended up being about 10 or 12 hours. The Callaway Gardens is owned by and I don't know if it still is, but the Callaway family, one of the Callaways, Bo Callaway, was governor of Georgia, and of course that's Callaway Golf. So it's a neat place. One of the President Roosevelt, I believe, had a house up there, so made a pass by it. Didn't go in because I don't think he is there. He'd been dead for 40 years. No, he'd been dead for 70 years. So I did not go in.
Yeah.
Landon, there's not squat going on today.
I agree totally. I was comparing prices of cars.
Oh yeah. What you looking at?
A Z06 costs as much as a new Carrera S.
Wow. Let's go out and take a break. We'll be right back on DragRace Central.
I'm a veteran. We hit a mine in Vietnam.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
My victory's been never giving up hope.
DAV helps veterans of every generation get the benefits they've earned.
I finally admitted, with my PTSD, I wasn't doing well.
So veterans can reach victories, great and small.
Now I wish I'd found DAV sooner. My victory is just enjoying each day.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
For homeless students, the graduation rate is only 64%. United Way's Central Alabama Children's Fund helps Jefferson County in so many ways. We provide toiletry kits, clothing, air mattresses, book fees, school fees, and we're trying to stop homeless students from becoming America's homeless adults. Be an everyday hero.
Give to United Way of Central Alabama.
Have you mixed your pain meds, your sleep meds, your allergy meds? Call the Poison Helpline. Has your child eaten a tube of toothpaste, a chip of paint, a wild mushroom? Call the Poison Helpline. Have you been bitten by a spider, a snake, an insect? Call the Poison Helpline. Poisonings can happen at the home, on the job, or in the great outdoors. Call the Poison Helpline first for fast, free advice from medical professionals. Call 1-800-222-1222 anytime, anywhere. 1-800-222-1222. Save the number, save a life. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Have you ever had weird sounds coming from your trailer? Are you stopping at a red light and your tire from your trailer passes you? Then you need the Hub Saver. You can find them on the web at thehubsaver.com. So don't get stranded on the side of the road for 24 hours and lose money. Go to thehubsaver.com.
Ward Brothers Motorsports, 205-208-3278. That's 205-208-FAST. You can find them at 8691 Thornton Avenue, Leeds.
You've arrived at your destination.
Or look them up on the web at wardbrothersmotorsports.com. Performance vehicle dealer. No games, no gimmicks, just car guys who like to have fun.
This portion of the show is brought to you by The Home Place. They have 2 locations. They have Pinson and Warrior. Pinson number is 205-681-6226 or the Warrior location at 205-543-6556.
Saturday, July the 16th. It is 6:18 on this gorgeous Saturday morning. I have a feeling it's going to be just a little bit warm this afternoon.
Let me see what we're looking at today.
Like 9 gazillion degrees with a chance of rain.
It's not too bad. It's going to be clear and 92.
Well, we'll have a problem.
So you'll have some good sun today.
Won't have a problem with anything freezing up.
You're going to work on your tan today, I see.
No, I'm not.
I'm going to work on my outdoor baking.
Outdoor baking,
yes.
Yeah. That'll be good.
Oh, good.
You know, yesterday, we're getting ready for the 205 race last night. The Corvette was still in the trailer. So
I had saw the front end dumped off the front yard.
Didn't dump it off. Kind of set it off there because you big and strong and all that kind of stuff. And I figured we lay it out there in the yard, and when you come in, you grab it and take off in the basement. And I was right. So got in there and unstrapped this thing. Got Gina in the car, and she backed it out. I don't know who was more nervous, me or her, but she did good. We didn't crank it up. I just pushed it.
Okay, you pushed it off down.
Yeah.
All right.
She said, "Hey, I've driven a race car now."
It counts.
Yeah, it does count. That's kind of like me being number 1 qualifier at I-22. That lasted for what, 3-4 minutes?
About
until the second car went down. But I've decided this is a plan.
Yeah, up until
whoever was next.
Kenny Scott put you down.
Oh, he did?
He put you down number 2 qualifier.
Hey, but I was number 1 there for a couple of minutes. If we had got him to have some kind of car issue, it would have lasted longer. But anyway,
that's right.
But we made the field, and so anyway, the car was still in the trailer all week. So I had to get that thing unloaded, move all the stuff out of the way. And by the way, when you get the compressor out and all this kind of stuff, put it back up. I had to disassemble everything, get it. Anyway, I got it all done. But it was a handful.
Oh yeah.
So got it in the basement, got the 55 loaded up, and then by this time I'm just soaking wet. It was so hot outside. So that was quite an experience. Unloading is a lot easier, I found out.
Yes, it is.
The Jeep, I filled it back up with gas because I have determined
that
through
it will
use
not run.
it will run out of gas.
It will not run without gas, huh?
But I didn't take it to the mountain with me last night. When I got the 55 in the trailer and strapped down, I pulled it up back and said, nope, didn't pull it up for it. And I was not going to undo it and restrap it. That was just a pain. So
Understandable.
So I put it in the basement, and that's the end of that one.
Oh, yes.
We are, I believe the next, I talked to Hank and Ben Stubbs this week, and I think the next race is going to be the one in Montgomery.
Okay.
We may go back down and do that one.
The Capital City Motorsports Park.
In Montgomery, the Capital City Motorsports Park, that is correct. So I see Brittany over there.
No, hang on. It's kind of like Holiday Beach. It's no longer called Holiday Beach.
What's it called?
Holiday Raceway.
Holiday Raceway. Because Holiday Beach was actually the beach that was down there.
Mm-hmm.
In real world, we call it going to the beach.
Yeah.
Racing. Well, why'd you race at the beach? Well, that's Holiday Beach. They've got a bracket race down there tonight. They've got pro foot brake and junior dragsters.
That's it.
You know, so they've got something big coming up. It's called the House of Smoke.
Yes.
That'll be coming up here pretty soon. September.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next weekend, there's going to be a big race at Huntsville. 6070. I think I'm going to say this right. Pays $10,000.
Oh, geez.
So we got that. Our buddy Will Hurst is going to call from up in Moulton. They've got a big truck and tractor pull. I gave you that flyer last night. He's going to call in at 7 o'clock. Then we're going to talk about what you got.
The biggest car event, well, I guess you could say car event, that happens in South Alabama is the Steel Truck Meet. It's going on this weekend.
That's in Steel?
Mm-hmm. At Alabama International Dragway.
Okay.
Located in Steel. Their truck meet brings 2,500.
Okay, a lot of so it's a good crowd. You know, that's not my thing, but
it's not. But it is like
it's good for the car culture.
As far as cars that are driven or vehicles that are driven every day, it is the largest one.
Okay.
In Alabama.
And they'll have what's it called, rolling coal.
Yep.
Where they blow black smoke everywhere.
And their tuner did a poor job of trimming the fuel in.
They blow some smoke.
Yeah.
And you know the two of them will make a pass, and you can't tell who won or you can't tell how fast it went until the smoke blows away.
That's it.
So that's I wonder the city of Birmingham, their diesel buses run off natural gas.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how come they can't put natural gas on these pickups.
You can.
They don't smoke.
You guys gotta find somebody who hooks them up.
I guess so.
The last time I heard, the conversion is $2,000.
Well, that's cheap in hot rod world.
But then you also have to find somebody to fill you up every time.
That's easy.
I don't know if you realize this, but there's not really a lot of propane fill-ups at your gas stations.
Well, no, but you go to the propane place.
Yeah, but they're open Monday through Friday to 5.
Well, since you know that, you can go to Truck Stop. They do it. What's the one in? Is it Flying J in North Birmingham?
They do. Yes.
They do it all the
time. I think that's a lot like your electric car chargers. It's the same idea. You have to be okay with the fact that you're gonna have to do it at home a lot.
Well, I had a diesel pickup, and this is mid-90s. It was a 95 Dodge. Love that thing. You could not go through a drive-through with the engine running. 12-valve Cummins will make noise.
Right.
But it's like music to your ears.
But rattle and clank.
Yep. A humming Cummins. But you had to think, because not every, especially then, not every station had diesel.
You know, the city of Gadsden doesn't have a diesel pump open past 9 o'clock.
Really?
Yep. Found that out one night.
Well, so long as you know that. Wait a minute, you didn't know that.
I didn't know that beforehand.
Using the clack-clack.
I sure was. And I had to call somebody to come bring me a single gallon.
Wow.
So I make it to the next station. It was 20 miles.
Okay.
To the nearest diesel pump.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, but anyway, that electric cars. Well, you know, I was thinking, the electric car. So I'm riding down the road on the way to the beach or wherever. If it runs out of electricity, can I go down to the electric station and bring a bottle of electricity back? How would that work?
Battery pack. So just like a jump box, I imagine.
Yeah, to run a car, a jump box would be big.
There actually is a hookup. Put it on a 210. It's not very fast, but you can you plug in your car into a 110. Yeah.
Okay.
It is a thing. It is not very fast, but it will to get the job done.
But you know how many 110 outlets are on the interstate?
I don't run on the interstate. I don't know. Well, it does give you a mile range.
I guess so.
So it's just like, hey, you know, within this many miles, you're either going to be walking or you better be at a station. It's no different than a car.
Could you have your Honda generator? No, I'm going to say a Predator generator in the back of the car.
Yes.
Open it up and fire that baby up.
Yes. Yes, you can.
You got to do something.
You pull it on the trailer or have one of those rear carts. Set it back there.
Oh, the little the basket.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we could
math work on that. Now, you cannot charge and drive at the same time.
Oh, you can't. Oh,
which
man,
is a shame.
Yeah, your hybrids you can. Hybrids do that.
Yeah, but as far as like plugging it in, you cannot do that at the same time.
Oh man, because you know if you put your big old generator back there and fire a rascal up, you run from now on.
Right.
Of course, you'd be running electricity and gas.
It's a hybrid electric.
I guess it would be. But if you got electric cars, you're burning fossil fuel also because the electricity is either hydroelectric, which is good, but the water level gets low. You don't get much of that. And then the coal and natural gas-fired plants.
I hope this guy's listening. There's a pontoon boat run up a slough in my neck of the woods, just past Trimble gas station. I really want him to move his pontoon boat before the water goes back down and his boat's sitting on a rock.
Really? I was up there one day, whatever it was. I was up there Wednesday, I guess, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it was, and noticed the water's at full pool.
It is, and there's a gentleman who decided he wanted to put a dock up his slough. Problem is, water's going to drop 30 feet at some point.
And it'll be a half mile to the water for him.
And no, not only that, I know it's below his. He's only about 10 feet from the bottom.
Okay.
And so it's going to drop 30, and he's only got 10 feet.
You know what? It's his problem, not ours.
I know he's parked on top of a rock. That's all I'm saying.
It's not even important. All right, we're going to go out and take a break. We'll be right back on DragRace Central.
This portion of the show is brought to you by The Home Place. They have 2 locations. They have Pinson and Warrior. Pinson number is 205-681-6226 or the Warrior location at 205-543-6556.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
For homeless students, the graduation rate is only 64%. United Way's Central Alabama Children's Fund helps Jefferson County in so many ways. We provide toiletry kits, clothing, air mattresses, book fees, school fees, and we're trying to stop homeless students from becoming America's homeless adults. Be an everyday hero.
Give to United Way of Central Alabama.
We parents hear our kids say lots of things that can get us pretty worked up. Things like,
Look, Mom, no hands.
And?
Ouch, that hurts.
Look, you'll never completely stop worrying about your kids. But you can breathe a little easier with free or low-cost health insurance through Medicaid and CHIP programs in your state. The truth is, they're covering more kids and teens than ever before. So even if you've applied in the past, even if you don't qualify, your kids can now be eligible for regular doctor and dentist visits, prescriptions, and more. So the next time you hear,
Ooh, I don't feel so good.
Relax. Your kids can be covered.
Get us kids covered today. Families of 4 earning up to $49,200 a year or more may qualify. Just go to insurekidsnow.gov or call 1-877-KIDS-NOW. That's 1-877-543-7669. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Welcome back in to DragRace Central. It is at the bottom of the hour, 6:33 on this beautiful July the 16th. You think we should go ahead and go out to a caller?
Let's go ahead.
Let's go see what we got. Good morning.
Well, you didn't have to now.
Well, I knew what to expect when I mashed that button. How about that?
Well, I knew you knew who was calling.
Well, how you been, bud?
Well, last week I wasn't feeling too hot and couldn't find my phone. I just come in here and hit the recliner and lean back and just listen to you.
That's kind of scary. The dulcet tones probably put you to sleep.
No.
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 No. I've never been accused of that.
Now, that's like the operator there. I said every morning I'll get on the radio and give it to y'all stations and turn it off, and I'll listen to Petticoat Junction and the Beverly Hillbillies till about 15 to 6, and I cut the TV off and turn you on.
Well, Keith, we really appreciate you doing that, and I think we're in our 6th year of doing this, and we're up to, I think, double digits in listeners.
Oh, what?
That's
11, 10?
Hey, I'm talking above 10.
Oh, 11 then.
Well, I say that we've got some pretty good numbers, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, you do.
Now, this is, let me tell you when you earn your money doing this, is when you're a drag race show and there's no drag racing going on.
Yeah, that's what I told the operator. Y'all didn't know what to do because you didn't have nothing to talk about.
Well, I've got something to talk about. I'm not sure anybody wants to hear it, but.
Well, you got to keep it clean now.
Oh, I'll always keep it clean.
Yeah, okay.
I want you to be making notes and coming up with questions, because in 2 weeks we've got a guest, a co-host going to be in here, and his sister. Chris Rogers coming in, and his sister Karen's coming in. Now, you talking about some interesting radio that's going to happen. Chris, great guy, he comes on. And Karen, she's never done this before. I think she's kind of nervous.
We're going to put her on the spot a lot.
Oh, yeah. I think you need to really, but you have to, where's your finger on the dump button? Yeah. No, she won't say anything bad. Oh, she's a sweet gal. We give her a rough time, but she's going to be in here with Chris in a couple of weeks. I am going on a cruise.
Where you girlfriend?
Yeah. Hope my other girlfriend don't find out. No, I'm kidding. I won't tell either. Now, yeah, we're going on one of the cruises out of Mobile. We set up the, paid for this thing back in last part of May something. You wait till they have 14 days.
Yeah.
And hold on.
Go ahead.
You wait 14 days out, and then you get instructions on when to show up, and anyway, the boat leaves out about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're gonna get there around 2.
Yeah, big bad.
Oh yeah, so that.
Earlier wasn't hurt.
No, I don't be there earlier. Just get up that morning, ride to Mobile. It's 4 or 5 hours down there. Well, 5 hours, but it's not a bad ride. And we'll get on we'll go ride the big boat. I believe the ship is called the Ecstasy. You leave out, if y'all have never had an opportunity to go on that trip, one of the reasons I like it, the parking deck is actually attached to the ship. So when you park, you're already where you need to be. So you walk out and walk out on the boat, and you're about probably 2 hours up the Mobile River from where you dock.
Yeah.
It takes about that to get out into the motion.
Yeah, that's right. Gotta go through customs is really easy going on to the boat.
Oh yeah. They always told us is when you get off all the luggage is sitting out. They said we'll suggest that if there's one of the police dogs sitting by your bag, when you come back, I suggest not pick that bag up because they'll want to talk to you. So don't bring anything back. So hey, mine. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
But when you leave out of Mobile River, the canal or passageway that the ship goes down, there's 2 ships can pass, but you can give the one beside you a high five. Let me tell you, them rascals are close. And you're moving about maybe 10 knots. Well, that puts the other guy moving at 10 knots. You look out, you are zinging along. So I had cell service last time I went on this, and I had cell service probably 2.5 hours. You get out in the ocean, and of course it goes away pretty quick.
Yeah.
Neat trip. 5 days. I think it's 5 days, 4 days. I don't know, whatever it is.
Where are you going to?
I was on a boat ride. I don't know, somewhere in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Cozumel or Costa Maya. So I've been there several times. Costa Maya. Anyways, several places that go. I think this only has one stop.
Yeah.
But it's a boat ride. That's all right. Kind of excited. So that is 2 weeks from today, on the 28th. No, I'm from 2 weeks from yesterday. The 28th is when we leave out, and I get back on maybe Monday or Tuesday, whatever it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Last one I was on went to the Bahamas. Yeah.
Been on that one?
Yeah.
I went on one. We flew to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and got on the ship and went south, and there went almost to French Guiana over in South America.
Yeah. My mom went backwards on her boat ride.
Oh, yeah?
They're getting on the boat at Portugal, and then they're going to New York City.
Ooh, yeah, they're cruising
going
this
backwards.
way. Wow. I just want to go to Mobile. It sounded like a lot of fun. Didn't you say it's like 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2
Ours
week.
is a 2 weeks ride.
I'm not sure. Now, it wouldn't bother me, but Gina, I don't know. I told her we be careful the first time you go because it could, sometimes
things go wrong.
Yeah, and it makes you sick and all that stuff. But there's not a whole lot of movement. But Keith, let me tell you, I got a plan. Everybody got I got a plan. I saved my change. Take a change out of my pocket and throw it in a bucket. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go to Walmart into the coin star, pour all my money in there. Whatever dollars that comes out is what I'm gonna gamble with. I'm not a gambler. I could, other than normal life.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
So whatever number that is, and there's probably 3 inches of change in the bottom of the bottom of that jug. So this ought to be some fun. It'll probably last me about 30 minutes.
yeah, I seen it say it won't last long.
Wow, okay.
That's just right down in Philadelphia. If you win down there and win big, don't keep playing. Quit. Because if you keep playing, you'll lose what you won plus what you took in.
That's right. You can ride down there in an $80,000 car and come home on a $300,000 bus. Load your car.
Yep. We used to go to Philadelphia quite often, at least twice a month, every other week. Got lucky down there quite a few times. So my older friend, there was an older machine in the silver dollar side. Nobody could win off of it. She'd get on it, clean it out.
Wow.
Yeah. And she's sticking $20 bills in it.
Well, that thing, it'll eat a 20. It's kind of like having a race car. That thing eat money like you can't imagine.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Well, Keith, we're going to get off here and do a little race car stuff, I hope.
Well, all righty. Y'all do and have a good day, and I'll talk to y'all next Saturday.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you talk to him, but remember the next one, I'll be out in the middle of
the...
I'll be here next week, but the next week I'll be out in the middle of the motion and will not be able to listen.
Middle of the ocean.
No, the motion.
Ocean, yeah, like the Fox.
All right, buddy. We'll see you.
All right, take care, gentlemen.
Bye. Landon, tell us about somebody who brought us here.
Hi, we got our friends out there at Ray's Drive Chefs. Ray's Drive Chefs located at 1417 Decatur Highway in Fultondale, Alabama. Give them a call in at 256-572-7485. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. He is our drive shaft manufacturer.
We've talked many times about the giraffe. It makes the telescoping and all that. You know what was in my yard this week?
Was it the giraffe?
Giraffe.
That's cool. They do cars, trucks, SUVs, side-by-sides, machining pieces.
Whatever you need.
Whatever you need. They got
drive shaft. Well, guys, I hear music in the background. We're going to go out and take us a break. We'll be right back on DragRace Central.
Have you ever had weird sounds coming from your trailer? Are you stopping at a red light and your tire from your trailer passes you? Then you need the Hub Saver. You can find them on the web at thehubsaver.com. So don't get stranded on the side of the road for 24 hours and lose money. Go to thehubsaver.com.
Ward Brothers Motorsports, 205-208-3278. That's 205-208-FAST. You can find them at 8691 Thornton Avenue, Leeds.
You've arrived at your destination.
Or look them up on the web at wardbrothersmotorsports.com. Performance vehicle dealer. No games, no gimmicks, just car guys who like to have fun.
This segment brought to you by Wholesale Transmission at 425 University Boulevard. Take care of all your transmission needs. The area code 205-251-0466. That's 251-0466.
Does your child have dreams? Some babies are born with SCID, a serious defect of the immune system. Fortunately, my daughter Lily was screened, diagnosed, treated, and cured. With newborn screening, Lily and every child can have a lifetime of dreams.
All newborns need to be screened for SCID. A simple test may save your baby's life. Jeffrey Modell Foundation, helping children reach for their dreams. To learn more, talk to your doctor or visit our website at info4pi.org.
It's a bully, but we aren't afraid of a fight. It's elusive, but our focus never fades. It's deadly, but we were born to defeat cancer. You may not have heard of us, but our work has helped millions impacted by cancer. We are the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. We are leaders in advancing breakthroughs in immunotherapy, genomics, and personalized medicine. This research saves lives. After 65 years of fighting blood cancers, we've arrived at a game-changing belief. The cures for cancer are in our blood. The drugs and treatments we've developed for blood cancers have helped people affected by many different types of cancers. We are the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Beating cancer is in our blood. Learn more at lls.org.
Ratio puts an internal step up, and it cannot exceed 55,000. That baby's hooning, ain't it?
That it is.
He's got that, and he got a race pack computer he wants to sell.
Okay.
This complete data logging system. So anyway, he's got some parts. I told him I would put them over there. You can get on DragRace Central's Facebook page, and we'll hook you up with his phone number and all that kind of stuff if you're interested in F3 Supercharger. All the brackets, every piece of it to make it work.
Or you can just go into every store, keep asking for Arthur West until you find him.
Yeah. If you ride past a gas station and there's a guy out there servicing the tanks and all, that's probably Arthur. That's what they do.
If not, ask him anyways.
Well, they probably know him.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've got got that for sale, and there may be, and I've got. Jerry asked me from Gadsden. He asked me last night. He said, "Well, is this car for sale?" 55, and I'm about decided that the 55
You're
is
selling the. What number spot are you now?
Who I dropped a spot, number 5.
Selling number 5 spot.
You could just show up and be the new driver, and with the car hold the spot.
No, not new driver, new car owner.
Oh, new car owner. We wouldn't tell nobody.
Yeah.
But I want you to know in this list, Dale, the amount of money that you would win
is absurd.
And the prizes. We're talking after 6 or 7 races, you could end up with $1, maybe.
I thought you win the whole pot. It was like, what, $10?
It was $16 last year.
$16.
And Dave.
And you only got to make how many races?
A bunch of them. That's probably 30 passes. Dave refused our $16. He said, "I don't want your money." So that was kind of funny. And he missed out.
Too rich for his blood, I guess.
Well, he just proved how much money he had because he didn't want our $16. He just bragging that at that point, wearing the crown,
showing off,
refusing our $16.
That's it.
But it is a good time. Some great guys. Saw Charles Beals up there last night. He's still working. He's putting a new motor in his Mustang. It's not ready yet. 430 or 40 inch small block Ford. So he's got some good pieces. Mallet was there. If you've never met Mallet, you're missing a treat. Treat is, I'm not sure that's the word for it. Mallet, great guy. I kept asking.
They still go up there to Huddle House?
They're not. We were up there last week, and I asked the lady waiting on us. I said, when's our motley crew been in? Well, we hadn't seen them, so I don't know.
They're MIA.
I know it. Well, I saw David Church last night, and Keith and Roger, and
so the gang's still together.
They're still together, just not going up there and eating.
Man, you're missing out.
Keith Allen's got his 57 finished.
Mm-hmm.
He bought a 57 that had been a round track car.
Was that the fiberglass guy?
No.
Okay.
This car, being a round track car, had hit everything in the southeast.
Yes.
There was nothing straight on it.
Mm-hmm.
He completely skinned his car and made a great looking piece.
It's good.
Anyway, that's going to be because he had it's red and white, good looking car.
Hey, speaking of round track, you've rubbed off too much on your former proteges.
Matt.
He bought an Eclipse for his round track car.
No, it was a Honda. I went to his house.
Is that
it was a 4-door
really?
Honda.
Well, the stupid spoiler and things on the back, I thought it was an Eclipse.
Well, it was. Did you see the next photo? He's wrecked it.
Well, yeah, he went round tracking.
Let's go out to a caller. Good morning.
Good morning. How y'all gents doing this morning?
Good. How about
Doing
you?
well.
Good to hear from you.
And we hanging in there. Yeah, buddy.
I bet you got something good for us this morning, hadn't you?
Well, I was going to tell you, I figured if you got a chance, time for a joke here.
Go for it.
The guy was going to go in and become a monk, you see.
Uh-huh.
And so when he first goes in, he tells me, he says, I'm going to tell you, you got to take a vow of silence. A vow of silence, and every month you come in and we'll let you say 3 words. So he goes ahead, he agrees with that, and he comes on in the first month, and he goes to the head monk, and he says, all right, what's 3 words? He said, bed is hard. And so he goes on, he dismisses him, he comes back the next month, and he says, food is cold. And he says, so I tell you what, we'll let you, you merit 2 more extra words. And he says, I quit. And he said, well, I don't blame you. He said, all you done to complain since you've been here.
Exactly. There's nothing but complaining.
Yeah, buddy.
Some people complain if you hung them with a brand new rope.
Yeah.
It's new.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm the first one, man. I'm first on this.
That's it. Well, we appreciate you calling and giving us I've got a bunch of jokes, and most of them that I've heard, I cannot repeat them on the air.
Uh-oh. Well,
I'll just make me shake my head.
They'll keep, won't they?
Oh, they will. Well, they kind of ruin.
You know, I figured you was gonna make a left turn when you hung out of Mobile and go to Hungary over there and see if they got any more of them Gabor sisters wants to come over.
Ava or Jaja?
Yeah, any of them. You got some more sisters.
Well, at this point in my life, I believe I'd rather have a cheeseburger. Hey, listen, think of my logic. Now, this makes sense. I can get a cheeseburger at multiple locations. I can get it with cheese or without cheese, with pickles, without pickles. You can get all kind of stuff on it, and nobody will get mad at you. See my logic?
I do. I see the logic.
And I got some more. Kindergarten had it figured out. They would feed you a snack and lay you down and take a nap. Oh my gosh, how awesome is that? I do that now.
Yeah.
I was practicing for my old age in kindergarten, and I didn't even know it.
Oh yeah. They train you for the future.
Man, that was most of my fabricating skills came from Vacation Bible School. Remember all the things you made with crepe paper? That's exactly the way we do race cars. You make it without a cardboard and make a pattern, and then cut it out of metal. Well, I learned it in Vacation Bible School.
That's just interesting. I really think you got a great job, man. You know, and I enjoy hearing y'all.
Hey, we appreciate it, and we are so blessed. And actually, I'm the one that's blessed because I get to work with my son every week. He shakes his head a lot because I'm pretty hard on him sometimes.
Oh, I got something to tell you, man.
Uh-oh.
I'm a great grandpa.
My goodness, great grandpa.
Yeah, my daughter called me and told me yesterday, and it's about 3 days old.
Okay.
Congrats.
Well, how in the world can you become a great grandpa at 39 years old?
I'm here to tell you. Been a Boy Scout for 39 years. That's pretty good being on 32 years old, ain't it?
It is. That's like Ray's drive shafts. He's been doing it for a long time. So, man, he probably started at 3 years old.
Yeah.
These years will really catch up. You mentioned the show, and we are so blessed to get to do this. And we are in the midst of our 6th year here on the air. And that has been absolutely a blast. And of course, we've got a grandson up here with me this morning. He's got his headphones on and giving me the thumbs up, and twisting around in chairs and doing what 7-year-olds do.
7-year-olds, huh?
Oh yeah, he's a trip. I think he's gonna speak to you.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Well, you got to speak up like you want him to hear you. Oh yeah, no, he's through. It don't take him very long. How about that? Oh yeah. Oh, here it comes again. There's going to be some words of wisdom from Britton Shue. What you got?
I don't have anything to say. I'm just nervous.
Oh, he's just nervous, about to lose his words. Well, baby, we appreciate you calling. I got music in the background.
Bye.
Thanks.
See you, bud.
Bye, buddy. Good talk.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go out and take a break. We'll be right back on DragRace.
A powerful message now with more power. From the Crawford Broadcasting Studios, the best Bible teachers in America with 100,000 watts at 101.1 FM and 850 AM. This is WXJC FM, WXJC HD Coleman, WDJC HD2 Birmingham, and WXJC AM Birmingham.
This is Ricky Rubio, point guard for the Phoenix Suns.
And I'm Holly Robinson Peete, actor and along with Ricky, ambassador for Delivering Jobs. We know that a job is empowering and instills confidence. Yet 81% of adults with developmental differences don't have a paid job, even though companies that employ people with differences report better morale and higher productivity.
There are 6.5 million people in the U.S. with an intellectual or developmental difference such as autism.
And now, thanks to Autism Speaks, Best Buddies, the Holly Ride Foundation, and Special Olympics, there has never been more opportunity to improve hiring practices and build a more inclusive workforce. Join me, Ricky Rubio, and these amazing organizations in supporting and creating pathways to 1 million employment and leadership opportunities for this talented community.
Visit deliveringjobs.org to learn more.
That's deliveringjobs.org.
This segment brought to you by MTO Motors at 7212 First Avenue North. Cars, trucks, SUVs, no credit, no problem. Looking for good people, looking for good cars. Area code 205-836-0508. That's area code 205-836-0508.
In the wake of a disaster, what one thing can you send that will help people the most? A blanket, a tent, a sandbag, a doctor. Actually, if you send a monetary donation, you send all these things. Even a small donation can make a big impact and can quickly become exactly what people affected by disaster need most.
In the wake of a hurricane, your monetary donation can make a huge difference to those in need. To donate, visit supporthurricanerelief.org. That's supporthurricanerelief.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
March Automotive Custom Dyno Tuning and Car Engine Swap. You can locate them at 65472 U.S. Highway 231, Blunsville, Alabama. Give them a call at 205-429-4131. That's 205-429-4131.
The following program is a paid program and does not reflect the views of station management or sponsors.
Welcome to Drag Race Central. Hey, this segment is going to be brought to you by VP Racing Fuel. VP Racing Fuel has several locations in our Alabama area.
Yes, they do.
You can go out there and see them. Any of the locations, Dodge City Collision, VS Auto.
NVS Auto.
NVS Auto.
DG Motorsports.
DG Motorsports. Garnell Performance. Off-Road Connections.
Yeah.
Bayleton Dragway.
Lester Mountain Dragway. Capital City,
and Holiday Raceway.
Well, there's many locations to get your good VP fuel. I poured some of that good VP fuel in the car last night, and I think it was smelling good.
Well, I know one day you're going to get your own. VP has an option where you can do a fuel station.
Ooh.
Like a gas station.
No, I don't.
You don't want a gas station?
No, I don't want no job. That's crazy. You can have a job. I don't want no job.
You don't want a job?
No.
What are you doing here?
Let me tell you about a job. They want you to come every day.
What are you doing here?
This is fun.
Okay.
It's a job for you, not for me.
Let's
go out to a caller. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. How's everybody?
Well, Will, good to hear from you. We set it up for you to call in at 7:00. We appreciate you calling. You've got a big event going on today. So tell us about it.
We do. Thank you for letting me talk about it here. Yeah, the Rolling on the Fairgrounds in Moulton, Alabama. Got the Moulton Lions Club sponsoring that. That's the Moulton Fairgrounds, Lawrence County Fairgrounds. Big truck and tractor pull this Saturday. Tonight, gates open at 5. Track starts pulling at 7. We're supposed to have pro stock 4-wheel drive trucks, super farm tractors, lightweight super stock tractors, light limited super stock tractors, and limited pro stock tractors. It's sponsored by the Mid-South Pullers Association. They cover parts of Kentucky, Tennessee, and Alabama. We've got adults admission 15, kids 6 to 15 years old or teenagers $10, and kids under 6 are free. Gonna have a big time. It's at 455 School Street, Moulton, Alabama. There's several ways to get in there. Come in on 24, 157, Highway 33.
All right, now Will, I've been through there a jillion times. If I'm coming up 157 from the Coleman area, what's the easiest way to get there?
Probably you could either turn and come 460, which is old 24. You could turn there by the Foodland Shopping Center and come straight through the downtown area until you get to 455 School Street. It'll actually be about 1, 2, 3 blocks past the square, I think. 1, 2, 2 or 3. It's easy to find. There should be signs up, and you just look for the big open field. It's close off, adjacent to the high school and trade school. Or you could come in Highway 157. When you get to the 24-157 intersection, turn left, which will be west on Highway 24. Go down to Highway 33. Turn left at the light, coming in and bringing you Moulton as well. And then you'll just have to make a right-hand turn when you get to the square, when you get to Court Street, and it'll take you right down to the entrance to the going up to where the tractor and truck pull is.
Well, now that sounds simple. No, it don't. I'm already lost, and I'm still sitting here.
Well, the main road. You only got to get off the main road just for a little bit.
Okay.
It's right off the square of Moulton. It's pretty easy to find. There should be signs up, and if you come in after it starts, just listen for the noise.
Oh, hey, now I like that. Because, we really like stuff that makes a lot of noise and tears stuff up.
Oh, yes. Bring your earplugs. There's some ear protection if you come, because it is loud.
I guess
Trucks
some of the
are very loud.
some of them run the blown Hemis, and some of probably the top classes got some serious pieces.
Yes, I'm not sure on the horsepower ranges, but I'm gonna say they're gonna range from 500 to way over 1,000. That's probably gonna be somewhere around the 1,500 horsepower range. But yeah, they got blowers, and some of them may be running some nitrous and stuff like that, because they are putting out some horsepower and slinging some dirt.
I watch. I'm a YouTube junkie, and I watch a lot of the tractor pullers. Some of those things, the motor will break, the block jumps out of the truck, completely out.
Yeah, they're in a lot of torque, a lot of pressure and strain.
200 pounds of boost on a motor sometimes make things break.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. You can find out what the good parts are and the parts that are not good.
Yes, and even the good ones will wear out eventually.
Well, all race parts break, every one of them.
Yes.
Now, the better quality you buy, the longer in between blow-ups you have. But it's coming apart. That's just kind of the way it works.
Eventually, yes.
So
eventually it will.
Well, that's why you work on them and fix transmission leaks like I got on one of my cars. Good Lord. I thought it was a motor leak. I look for an engine leak for quite some time. It's not leaking. It is not leaking. Turns out, on Transbrake, the transmission was spraying fluid out.
You can have a tiny leak on something, and if it's dropping on the exhaust and burning, it can smell like a big leak.
Yeah, or
you might not burn a quart a month, or 2 months before you can.
But I didn't have smoke. It was just puking fluid out, and they was mopping it up. You got a leak. I'm sitting there idling. I have no leak. Oh yeah, that was spraying out under pressure, which is a little bit different.
Yes.
So may have to fix
kind
that.
of a mist. A misting.
No, this is like pouring coffee out of a cup.
Oh, well,
it's a good one.
Good then.
Should be easy to find anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, should be able to tell where it's coming from, what it's spraying on. It'll leave a trail.
Yeah, it will. Mine actually, when I backed up and go put it in the trailer, I left a puddle. Looked like a puppy had piddled in the floor.
Didn't have a puppy, did you?
No. Not at all.
Y'all swing up here tonight if you can. We're looking for we need a bunch of crowd too. So it's a big sanctioned event. So hopefully we'll have a big turnout crowd wise also, and a lot of hard working volunteers been working on this. And you see people that they really come out and work hard, and I admire them for that. They've really been some good volunteers up there that's really come out and worked hard to make it happen.
And they're passionate about what's going on. They'll make sure that they're the event does good and your community does good, and that's a
Yeah.
Everybody don't do ball. Some people do car stuff.
Yes.
And we're just as important as the people who do ball. Even though, if you look at, that's just me talking, but dog chase a ball. Anyway.
Yeah. And it's good for the community.
It really is.
Lawrence County needs stuff like this. It's good for the sponsors, gets their names out there. It's just good overall for the community. Some good family friendly fun. It just brings attention to the place and just makes it more appealing, more interesting, especially when you got something like this, a big event like this coming up.
Yeah, and the granddads, the dads, the grandsons, and the grandma, there'll be multiples of those, and that's something I like about the racing community is you got several different generations all there. I saw my cousin up at his first cousin. Matter of fact, he's a neighbor also. Up there last night at the track. The grandson had him a junior dragster. He's 6.
Oh, great.
So first time Frank had been to the track in I don't know how many years. But he's up there with that grandson. This is important stuff.
Yes, that is. It is. It gives something to do together and helps the young ones stay out of trouble and teaches them things. I helped build my first building engine when I was in high school. I was 16, 17 years old in that range, and I was building a 327 V8 Chevrolet engine from an 070 Monte Carlo I had at the time. You kids learn to build the engine. That's teenage kids building engines. That's great. You don't see much of that anymore.
I agree. That's definitely some group time. 70 Monte Carlo had a fan shroud that was about 3 feet long. You could pull that thing out, and you and 6 of your buddies could stand in front of the engine behind the radiator.
Yeah, you could stand in there with it running and the fan turning in front of you.
It won't hurt you. Man, them things have a long front end.
It did. It had a big extended long front end. It was actually too long. I don't know if they did it that way for looks or what, but I'm thinking, man, y'all could have made this car about a foot shorter.
Hey, I still like them cars.
I do. I know where it's at. I'm gonna try. I'd love to buy it back.
Oh man!
Car. Me and my granddaddy bought it $900 for it. Went to the car sale at Layton, picked it up. Me and a neighbor friend, and I think 1 or 2 of my buddies, maybe my brother, and we drove it back home.
Wow!
$900.
What a bargain! Hey, think about how much fun you had for that $900.
Oh yes, definitely.
And how many things it kept you from getting into. Because you were more concerned about that than, you had somebody out doing really stupid stuff. Nope, I'm working on my car.
Yep, got to keep my car going. I was more concerned about the running of it and the going down the road, and I'd run the radio. I'd be like, hey, as long as it run good, I was more concerned about it. No, a lot of kids were going after the radio and loud and booming. No, I want it to run good. I want to be able to race a little bit.
I understand that. Well, Will, just I hope y'all have a good event up there tonight.
Thank you.
And maybe it's the Lawrence County Fairgrounds. They're in Moulton.
Moulton. Yep, Moulton Lions Club, roaring on the fairgrounds. Just come see us. We'll be glad to have y'all. You can look it up at www.moultonlions.com.
So, hey, remember, what is the Lions Club?
What is the Lions Club? You asking me, or is this a joke?
No, I'm serious. We hear that. There's all kind of clubs around, the Civitans and the Rotary and all this. These are service organizations.
Yeah.
That has like Rotary. I was a member of Rotary, and they vaccinated the entire world against polio. Hey, this is big. These are huge organizations that just do outstanding work. We want to make sure we support these people.
Yeah. And this is a good group. They do a lot for the community. I was looking at their list of things they've got going on for the year, and it's about a dozen different things that they're doing or involved with. And it's just a good group of people, and try to do a lot of good things for the community. So support them, and check into them and see what you can find out about your local clubs and stuff like that. And in churches too. Churches need you at church on Sunday to be there and participate and make sure you're doing you're worshiping God the way He wants you to worship Him.
And if every now and then the preacher says something and it don't bother you, he's not doing his job every now and then. Ooh, I wish he hadn't said that.
He might be stepping on your toes.
That's right. Of course, that is his job. I hate to tell you.
That's right.
Our preacher one time, he said, I had somebody come up to me and ask me, did I think it was a sin for women to wear makeup? He said, hey, I think it's a sin for some of them not wear makeup. That's a guy I could deal with.
Yeah. He was true to the point. He was direct.
That's right. All right, Will, we appreciate you calling.
Thank you also. Y'all have a great day enjoying the show. Appreciate
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
How's our buddy Will Hersham he's a regular contributor to the show. So, good to hear from him.
Oh,
I hear music in the background. Let us go out and take a little break. We'll be right back on DragRace Central.
Ward Brothers Motorsports, 205-208-3278. That's 205-208-FAST. You can find them at 8691 Thornton Avenue, Leeds.
You've arrived at your destination.
Or look them up on the web at wardbrothersmotorsports.com. Performance vehicle dealer. No games, no gimmicks, just car guys who like to have fun.
Have you ever had weird sounds coming from your trailer? Are you stopping at a red light and your tire from your trailer passes you? Then you need the Hub Saver. You can find them on the web at thehubsaver.com. So don't get stranded on the side of the road for 24 hours and lose money. Go to thehubsaver.com.
This segment brought to you by Wholesale Transmission at 425 University Boulevard. Take care of all your transmission needs. The area code 205-251-0466. That's 251-0466.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Hi. I'd like to report a bear hug.
Okay.
Well, before I left my campsite, I was putting out my fire, and out of nowhere, Smokey Bear showed up and hugged me?
So you drowned the fire, you stirred it, drowned it again, and felt that it was cold?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. He likes it when people correctly put out their campfires. He's pretty big on wildfire prevention. He's just letting you know you did good with a hug. He's a hugger.
I just got a bear hug from Smokey Bear. Status update!
All right, I'm going to let you go now. I've got a lot of ranger stuff to do. There are many ways to start a fire, but one sure way to put it out. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service, Ad Council, and your state forester.
Have you mixed your pain meds, your sleep meds, your allergy meds? Call the Poison Helpline. Has your child eaten a tube of toothpaste, a chip of paint, a wild mushroom? Call the Poison Helpline. Have you been bitten by a spider, a snake, an insect? Call the Poison Helpline. Poisonings can happen at the home, on the job, or in the great outdoors. Call the Poison Helpline first for fast, free advice from medical professionals. Call 1-800-222-1222 anytime, anywhere. 1-800-222-1222. Save the number. Save a life. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm a veteran. We hit a mine in Vietnam.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
My victory's been never giving up hope.
DAV helps veterans of every generation get the benefits they've earned.
I finally admitted, with my PTSD, I wasn't doing well.
So veterans can reach victories, great and small.
Now I wish I'd found DAV sooner. My victory is just enjoying each day.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Six 572-7485, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. He's our drive shaft man of the South.
This doesn't need something. What do you think about let's go out to a caller?
Let's go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning, Randall. Good morning, Landy.
The Fultondale Flasher. No, the Fultondale Flash. I'm sorry.
That's right. Remember that. Flash.
Flash. Did you end up number one again last night?
I did.
There you go. This is 2 races in a row.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like selling Kenneth. We should have put that small motor in that car last year.
Oh, yeah.
We'd been way ahead of the game.
Cost less, brakes less. Goodness.
Really, it's a amazing little deal. But hey, there's fast cars coming up, so we're just holding the spot, I guess. But that being said, we're glad we can do it. And,
well, Chris, now look, the circumstances behind you being number one is irrelevant. You are number one. Just as I was the first qualifier at I-22 in the Corvettes, I was number one qualifier for a short period of time until the second car come up. But I was so the facts are the facts.
You were just holding the spot there. Want to know, we had a great time last night.
Yes.
And everything went off pretty good. We all had a good time up there. I saw you make that pass down through there. I was up on the apron part of it, the track. I saw that, and I said, "My goodness, that looks like you wrecked that thing 2 or 3 times down through there."
Well, I wrecked several times, just didn't hit anything.
Yeah.
It's puking fluid when I go on the trans brake, and I thought it was the engine leak. And I've looked at that thing. I said, "Ain't no way it's oil, because there's no oil under here." So it's a pressure leak when you go trans brake. So
yeah.
I don't know if that's better, but at least I know what it is.
Yeah. That, now that you know where to go look.
Oh yeah.
They'll straighten that out.
Because I've got it up in the air running, and by gosh, there's nothing leaking out of it.
Yeah.
So because I just Jason Guthrie, he said, "I found your leak." Oh, okay. So I went in and shut it down. I got when I ran Dominique's truck, I'm getting on the trans brake and the hand brake and the nitrous button. Hey, the green light come on. Uh-oh. It was over about that time. I took off, and I got on nitrous, and it just went crazy. So I need to put my nitrous controller on it, and I've already got one. It's paid for and all that. Just hadn't installed it yet. Yeah.
Last things I have to do with we lucky we got to run Dominic there at the end and in that truck, and I said, well, we'll just load up what we got and go up there and see what happens. And sure enough, we was able to. I think we just beat him off the line pretty good, and he just didn't have enough room there to run us down. So we just looked up another time. So we're looking around trying to find somebody who was supposed to buy our lunch for that weekend or what. I don't know.
I think it was Karen came over and said, "Loser has to buy." I said, "What?" Oh yeah, she was fixing me up, and I was talking on air a while ago that in 2 weeks when you come on and co-host, Karen is going to come on here. I asked her last night, "Are you going?" She said, "I'm kind of nervous." I said, "Well, you should be."
Oh yeah, she'll be a lot of fun.
You and Landon may throw her under the bus pretty hard.
Oh, she'll be a lot of fun when she comes on.
So Karen, if you're listening, wear your crash helmet, because they're going to throw you under the bus.
She'll be a handful, but we had a good time up there, and again, we got out of there safe. And hey, anybody out there listening, this is an open Calista race. It's not exclusive to just anybody. So if you got a project at the house and you just want to come up and test your car, while you're testing, you can jump in on this list race. And
there's no money involved.
No money involved, so you ain't got to worry about losing your house or anything like that, and you ain't got to go broke trying to get to the top. You run at your own pace, but you may be able to take out a few people like a lot of us. And it's a lot of fun. We have a good time after it's over with, and we have a laugh.
Well, Malik came over last night. He said, "Well, I got you next round." I said, "Well, I got a leak and I can't run." He said, "All right, I'll take it." So Malik, he got him a win.
Well,
this is a story, and I don't know if it's true. The way Malik got his name is they said he is dumb as a box of hammers. So they call him Mallet. That's kind of, hey, great guy. I mean, I'm just messing with him. Love to be around him. He is fun. Because the whole group up there, just we get along so well, and there's some very, very friendly jabbing going on. There's a lot of smiles.
Yeah, I attest. You get Dominic going sometimes, and I sit there and rag him because he's parked across from us, and I ragged him the whole day and the whole night. So by the time we did get to run, I don't know if he was ready for me or not. The guy who was driving for him, he did a great job out there, but we were ragging each other back and forth the whole night long.
Hey,
so
when you get him wound up, you can't understand squat that he says.
I know. He's a trip.
Boy, if y'all never had an opportunity to meet Dominique Gwynn, they moved here from Vietnam in, I think, 76. It's in that area, or about that time. They escaped Vietnam and was able to move here, and he has just been in drag racing world in our area. He has been a character, I'll say.
Oh yeah, he is quite the character, and but great personality.
Oh,
and,
yes.
You won't find anybody more passionate about racing than him. That's for sure.
Well, he was sitting on the tongue of the trailer last night, and we was several sitting on my trailer, and you have to listen to him to hear what he said. And a little bit he said something, and he got up and took off. One of his grandkids just showed up. There's what he is saying. I don't know what he said. he said, what? Oh, anyway.
Yeah, he gets to talking fast. He does that. Then you're like, you got to slow him down just a second there and get him back to speaking English. But we have a good time up there. And again, we invite everybody to come up there. Look up on that Gardner Performance 205 list race. That tells you when our next races are, and come up here and invite us. You'll be there. You've always been good about showing up, and a lot of us are, and we have a great time. And we try and put on a good show. At the same time, we're trying to learn more about our own cars at the same time. So it was good. And if David's out there listening, hey, look, man, you can't believe it. I'm still number one. Even I couldn't believe that last night.
2 races in a row.
Yeah. And I had Jason up there giving me a hand. He was teaching me some stuff about my computer.
Hey, that boy pretty sharp, ain't he?
Yeah, I said, have you ever worked on a grid, the computer? And he says, well, I think they all got the same program, and they just the way they put it in there and color it up and all that, a little difference, but the theory's all the same. And he got in there on mine, and he's never worked the grid before on my laptop, and it wasn't long. He was just like secondhand. He was telling me how to work the thing, and I'm like...
He did the same thing on our Corvette. It has a box in it that hooks to a laptop. You can read all the stuff it does. Now I got him on the phone with Landon, and they were going back and forth, and that worked out pretty good for me. I was just smiling and waving.
Yeah, he was showing me some stuff, and we picked up a few things we need to try and work on. But great guy, and really appreciate him giving me a hand last night trying to learn that. My little brother Kenneth was having to work late, so I had to get him to come in and step in and give me a hand and help with me on the starting line and stuff. But he was a great help, and I really appreciate it.
Well, that's good. Well, are you prepared to be co-host here in a couple of weeks?
Shoot, yeah. It's going to be a blast. Landon, I'm going to have so much material when I get there, I won't even know what to talk about. So I hope you step up to the plate.
Well, that's good, Chris. I got music coming in the background. We appreciate you calling in.
Bye.
All right, see ya. We'll be right back on Drag Race Central.
This portion of the show is brought to you by The Home Place. They have 2 locations. They have Pinson and Warrior. Pinson number is 205-681-6226 or the Warrior location at 205-543-6556.
This segment brought to you by MTO Motors at 7212 First Avenue North. Cars, trucks, SUVs, no credit, no problem. Looking for good people, looking for good cars. Area code 205-836-0508. That's area code 205-836-0508. This segment brought to you by Wholesale Transmission at 425 University Boulevard. Take care of all your transmission needs. The area code 205-251-0466. That's 251-0466.
This is Ricky Rubio, point guard for the Phoenix Suns.
And I'm Holly Robinson Peete, actor and along with Ricky, ambassador for Delivering Jobs. We know that a job is empowering and instills confidence. Yet 81% of adults with developmental differences don't have a paid job, even though companies that employ people with differences report better morale and higher productivity.
There are 6.5 million people in the U.S. with an intellectual or developmental difference such as autism.
And now, thanks to Autism Speaks, Best Buddies, the Holly Rod Foundation, and Special Olympics, there has never been more opportunity to improve hiring practices and build a more inclusive workforce. Join me, Ricky Rubio, and these amazing organizations in supporting and creating pathways to 1 million employment and leadership opportunities for this talented community.
Visit deliveringjobs.org to learn more.
That's deliveringjobs.org.
Does your child have dreams? Some babies are born with SCID, a serious defect of the immune system. Fortunately, my daughter Lily was screened, diagnosed, treated, and cured. With newborn screening, Lily and every child can have a lifetime of dreams.
All newborns need to be screened for SCID. A simple test may save your baby's life. Jeffrey Modell Foundation, helping children reach for their dreams. To learn more, talk to your doctor or visit our website at info4pi.org.
We got myself, Landon's on here, and we got a grandson over there, Mr. Britton. He's flopped out in a chair right now doing what 7-year-olds do.
I don't think I'm ready to go to bed.
He's trying to go to bed.
I guess so.
Well, I guess that's the thing to do when you're 7. See, we're worried about right now. What our executive decision of the day is. Where we're going to do breakfast.
Yep.
You have decided Huddle House, I guess, what's going to happen today.
Huddle House. The Huddle Jacks.
Huddle Jacks, okay.
Yeah.
Ricky Jones was at the track last night in the Stud Muffin, got a little Chevy 2 wagon, beating that thing like a rented mule. They lead the line.
It like a race car or something.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it's weird.
Run that thing up to about gazillion RPM, sidestep the clutch, and just roll the gears as you go down the track.
Mm-hmm.
He made several passes and some good clean passes.
That's good. And it held together, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah,
good.
Yeah. I'm not sure where their next event is, but it'll be coming up because they had almost a month off.
Speak that, Mr. Pro Mod driver.
What?
What I understand is you've already figured out our next race.
Oh, you said Pro Mod driver. I think, wait a minute, you talking to me?
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
Former number 1 qualifier.
Number 1 qualifier? Former. Yeah. Short-lived. Very, very short-lived.
I believe next week at Huntsville Dragway, there's a match race going on between Batman, I forget his name.
No, that is Big Money.
And Batman.
Is that
they're racing? That's the match race. Is those two guys?
Dave, I thought it was him and David Mallory, the blue. Anyway, there's going to be a match race going on with
Big Money and Batman.
Okay.
Yes.
That ought to be some good running going on up there.
I thought we had him. I'll be honest with you.
Well, if I'd have been fine, I would have tore up that car.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd have gone passing as fast as sucked the paint off that thing. If Gillespie hadn't stole my nitrous bottle out of the...
That's it.
It wasn't for that. I mean, we was close.
The Joker.
Joker.
Yep.
he opened my passenger door and grabbed my nitrous bottle and took off running.
I got a second one at the house. I'll bring for you.
Good. We need dual nitrous tanks to do any good with him.
That's it.
What we're talking about is that we've got a nitrous bottle. Landon got this thing for me for Christmas. It is a pillow. Legitimately a pillow. It looks just like a nitrous bottle.
Yeah, if you sitting in there, you can look, and the handle gives it away. But I'm talking about first glance, so but you wouldn't overlook.
If you're not paying attention.
Yeah, the label looks good. The color's right.
The size is right.
The size is right. Fits right into the nitrous bottle holder. You wouldn't give it a second glance.
I made it up with Gillespie, or the Joker, after I made my burnout, to open my passenger door and grab my nitrous bottle and take off running. So there's no nitrous in the car, I'm still kind of a rookie at this, and I have not turned the nitrous on yet. But this nitrous pillow, it looked just like one.
Oh yes.
So he grabbed my nitrous bottle, and of course, fortunately, they had already told all the track workers that Gillespie's going to do something goofy. Just don't pay attention to it. It's okay. So sure enough, he got my nitrous bottle and took off running. And it's in the trailer. He did give it back to us. Gillespie does an outstanding job as the Joker. I think he is. I think he's called us in before. Gillespie. I think he has called the show.
He has.
That was always a lot of fun. And of course, it was a thrill to get to run the Batman. At first, we thought we was going to run Hank Stubbs because they're old friends. And first thing I told Greg Burgess when he came over, said I had to run Batman. I said, "Well, you need me to send him a nerve pill because I know he's nervous about running me."
He's got to be.
He wasn't nervous at all. So anyway, that worked out pretty good. Our next event, I believe, is going to be Montgomery. We're going to go down and try to make the Pro Mod field down there.
Yes.
Probably at 16 cars, it'll be 380s. There's a good possibility we're not going to make it.
Probably not going to make it, but it's just 2 free passes.
It is. It's a good place to go. We enjoy going down. Of course, you know
I say it's 2 free passes. What did you spend in fuel last time? 400 in fuel last time?
No, it was 190.
190, okay.
But that was fuel down there.
Running it for 3 days.
It's 106 miles from the house down there. So that's 212 miles. And run the generator. $190 in fuel. Ouch. I haven't filled it up back from I-22. It's 53 miles, I think. 50 miles, whatever, up there, and run it 3 days. It's probably going to be $130 or $40.
Right.
Because I ran the generator all the way until Sunday. So, and it was hot. I don't care. It was hot. That air conditioner walked in the coach, and it just felt so good. What?
We give the 55 personality. We can match race yourself.
Really?
Makes sense to me.
Well, I don't know if you know, I have a son. Have you met him?
Yeah.
I could put him driving one.
I'm assuming you're talking about me and not another
one.
Oh,
yeah. I don't have any yard kids that I know of.
Yeah.
You're a grandson. You're not a yard kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said you'd give me a car.
No, but I don't have any yard kids.
Different kind. Yeah.
But anyway, we could, me and you can match race.
That's right. You get the 55 personality.
It would.
And no, so you got to give it one. Give people a reason why we should battle it out.
I have been on the internet looking for rubber lizards.
Yeah.
So we want to get us a batch of lizards and throw them out to kids.
Hear me out.
Uh-oh.
Get a lizard costume. I mean, I'm talking about like a mascot costume.
Well,
if you don't think I won't go out there and throw signs, you're wrong.
I've been going over to Party City. I've already thought about that. I thought my backup guy needs to look like a lizard, and throwing lizards to the crowd, or shooting them in the T-shirt cannon. It'd be a lizard cannon, then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Don't worry, no lizards were harmed by shooting them. They'd be rubber lizards. I found a box of 100, I think, a box of, I forgot what it was, $10 for 130 or 40 of them, whatever it was. I would like to have some with DragRace Central on them, but I think that would be cost prohibitive. I think the number, best I remember, the number is like 13 cents a piece for them, which is doable. But if you throw out a few hundred of them, that gets kind of expensive. Of course, we only give them to kids and the hot chicks. How about that? No, that we better not do that. What do you think?
Just the kids. How about that?
Yeah, we just give them to the kids because. But the kids will follow. You know, we've shot T-shirts out of the T-shirt can, and they really like that deal. So we need to fire it back up. Oh, you've got me a rubber lizard.
No, it's not rubber lizard.
What is it? Oh, it's a costume.
It's a mascot costume.
Landon, that is you. How much is that thing?
$420.
Well, that is not you.
Costumes are kind of expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever realized that.
Yeah, that's $420. Now I don't know about that.
It's bottom dollar ones. You know that.
I'm thinking Party City.
I found one here for $210.
$22.50. I'm talking under $25.
Ain't none under $25.
We know anybody knows how to sew?
The material on that, the labor on that will be so much.
Oh yeah.
Most of that money's gonna be
we go to a sweatshop in China. We don't care.
That's where that came from.
Oh, I know.
No, I think that one was handmade. Okay, we found some high quality ones. These are $2,000.
I don't think we need a $2,000 lizard costume. It would be. We could be. What's the guy's?
The costume.
The big
shop.
lizard from Japan.
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Yeah. Oh yeah. Godzilla. Oh, that would be perfect.
This is like a wholesale version of like a cheaper costume company.
All right. How much is that?
They were $2,000.
No, that makes the $400 one look even better. But I'm going to Party City. See if I
don't think mascots in the budget.
I need a set of Pro Jacks. Gonna need a set of tires. Need a set of rods.
Fill the nitrous bottles.
Nitrous bottle. I got 6 of them full. We're good there.
Okay, so we're good for.
We're good for a
12
while.
passes. Yeah.
The pucker factor on that much nitrous kind of get my attention. Tires, $1,100 and change for a pair.
Mm-hmm.
Connecting rods are $1,200 for a set of rods.
Yeah.
These are some things. The maintenance.
Then we swap it to a blower.
No. You can't have a blown 712-inch motor.
Why?
The bore size gets out of hand and detonation becomes a real problem the larger the bore.
That's when you run out of alcohol.
They'll still detonate.
Well, yeah.
No, I don't.
No, to clarify with other people, we're talking about pre-detonation. Pre-detonation is
pre-ignition or detonation is two different things.
Yeah. So you want your fuel to detonate just on time.
No, controlled combustion. Detonation is uncontrolled combustion. And the noise we used to hear, the cars, all my valves are rattling. Nah, that's the piston rocking in the bore. It's the same thing as taking a sledgehammer and hit the top of a piston. I don't know why it tore up. Because you're hitting it with a hammer.
Yeah. A lot of force.
So, yeah, there's every now and then that detonation, it will either burn side of a piston or break it off. I've done that. It's not pretty. Come home from street racer one night, had 7 broke pistons.
You had one good one.
But I made it home.
Talking about.
All right, we're going to go back and take a break. We'll be right back on DragRace Central.
Ward Brothers Motorsports, 205-208-3278. That's 205-208-FAST. You can find them at 8691 Thornton Avenue, Leeds.
You've arrived at your destination.
Or look them up on the web at wardbrothersmotorsports.com. Performance vehicle dealer. No games, no gimmicks, just car guys who like to have fun.
Have you ever had weird sounds coming from your trailer? Are you stopping at a red light and your tire from your trailer passes you? Then you need the Hub Saver. You can find them on the web at thehubsaver.com. So don't get stranded on the side of the road for 24 hours and lose money. Go to thehubsaver.com.
I'm a veteran. My victory was admitting I had PTSD and getting help.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I no longer see it as a weakness, but as a sign of strength. I call it post-traumatic growth.
DAV provides a lifetime of support, helping veterans of every generation get the benefits they've earned.
I am a veteran. I lost both legs in Vietnam.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans so they can reach victories great and small.
My victory was getting my benefits and a good education.
I'm a veteran. When I got out, I felt like nowhere was safe.
My victory was finding the help I needed.
But there's more to be done, and more victories to be won.
Thanks to DAV, now I feel like I'm human again.
Help support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Have you mixed your pain meds, your sleep meds, your allergy meds? Call the Poison Helpline. Has your child eaten a tube of toothpaste, a chip of paint, a wild mushroom? Call the Poison Helpline. Have you been bitten by a spider, a snake, an insect? Call the Poison Helpline. Poisonings can happen at the home, on the job, or in the great outdoors. Call the Poison Helpline first for fast, free advice from medical professionals. Call 1-800-222-1222 anytime, anywhere. 1-800-222-1222. Save the number, save a life. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Welcome back in Drag Race Central for our last segment of the day. We're going to talk about our friends out there at VP Racing Fuel. Have several locations. All of them great options. All of them are great standalone businesses.
Yes, they are. NVS Auto, DG Motorsports,
Dodge City Collision, Gardendale Performance.
And also at Gardendale Performance, you can take your bottle by there, your nitrous bottle by, and Rick could come by and pick it up and fill that thing up for you. But don't bring it on Saturday morning. Expect to have it Saturday night. Make sure you take it first of the week. Give those guys an opportunity to do what they do.
That's right. Then they have some open tracks tonight. They have Baileyton Dragway. They have Holiday Raceway. Those are going to be open tracks tonight.
And that's the only, as far as I know, that's the only. Well, Jake's has got a 7080 and a stick shift class.
That's right. And a small tire class.
Yeah, at Jake's up in the Moulton area. Of course, you know, we got the truck and tractor pull going on up there at the Moulton Fairgrounds tonight. On top of that,
right.
So there's plenty of places to go do car stuff.
Hey, now I'll say this: I was going through some articles earlier this show, and I had seen where there was some tracks in Florida, which are only doing no prep races from now on until the supply chain gets fixed for track glue.
Well, that is interesting. This no prep thing, I don't know about it. I hope it's a trend that will go away, because there's nothing magic about.
Well, now hang on. It is the birth. It was. I guess you could say it's a throwback to the birth of drag racing.
It was
when there was no prep.
Bleach burnout. How about fire burnouts?
Yep. Lighting the rubber in front.
No, they put gasoline or something flammable. They'd do a burnout and light it, and it'd be a big flame.
Oh, so how to catch your car on fire 101?
It worked, and you know the tires are spinning. You know it's slinging flammable liquid everywhere.
My favorite thing is, have you seen the kits before for it's called the flamethrower? It's
off the tailpipes.
Off the tailpipes.
Oh yeah.
Lamborghinis burning to the ground.
They do it without that.
No, this guy had one installed. He's over there popping it, while sitting at an idle, lit the back bumper on fire. He didn't know, and the car was already a pretty good flame by the time somebody came over there and just waved him down and said, "Hey man, your car's on fire." Burned the whole car down.
I believe I saw the video on that.
Yep.
They're revving him up. It hits 2 steps and it pops. Popped out the exhaust. Yep. Caught the back of it on fire, and then it got ugly.
No, look, I'm not going to say. I think it's a cool trend by all means. I leave an exhaust leak on my car because it backfires whenever I'm letting off from about 3,000. So I don't mind the backfires; those are nice. But burning your car down is another thing altogether.
Yeah, I can see that being a problem. I wonder what the insurance company say. Don't worry, it's I was riding along and my car just caught on fire.
Burst into flames.
Burst into flame. I need another one.
Spontaneous combustion's never been figured out, so you can blame that.
Well, maybe not. I don't think I want to do that. Do you think I could get my motorhome to pop?
It's a diesel. It'd be a little bit harder.
Yeah, but it's got a big exhaust.
Yeah.
No,
and that it does.
I just need it to ride.
I think your generator backfire before your diesel motor does.
I need it to ride 65 miles an hour down the road pulling a trailer with the air conditioning on. That's what I need out of this thing.
Nonsense. You got to focus in on your inner hot rodder.
Yeah. And I'm riding 65 miles an hour with my left blinker on with black socks and sandals.
See, now you just became that guy.
My left blinker hadn't been on but 2 years.
It's probably still on right now.
I'm gonna turn on the left blinker and break the knob off.
There you go.
Because I want to be that guy. Because I followed that rascal for 40 years up and down on the way to work, and he don't have anywhere to go, and he's right in front of me. So it's my turn. But at VP Racing Fuel, go by one of these great locations, and you can get a brochure. The brochure is available at these places, and see what type fuel. They've got some 800 numbers you can you call and ask. See what 110 is your basic race fuel, protects your motor. Keep from tearing stuff up, and as you go up in power. You want to protect them. The motor needs more protection. You go to a C16 or X16. There's some 112, 113, C23, C25. There's a lot of them that does a lot of different things.
That's right.
That's what
if you want to make more power, it's not going to be reliable. But if you want to make more power, you call me. I'll recommend some fuel for you.
That'll be
nitromethane. With about
how do you think your reliability will be on nitro?
Poor at best.
You can run over a crankshaft.
Mm-hmm. But you'll go faster than you ever been before in your life.
We were in Bradenton. God, it's got to be 25 years ago. There's a guy with a Chevelle. He's from over in Georgia area. Anyway, he'd purged the nitrous and take off. Boy, he's just flying. Where I was sitting and where his car was right there close. He made, I bet, 10 passes, never put a nitrous bottle in this thing. He'd purge and make him pass. And I think Shepard was his last name. Anyway, he sit kind of altered. He sit almost in the back seat in this car. It's a pretty neat old car. But anyway, I run alcohol. I went over there and said, "You run nitromethane that thing, ain't you?" He said, "How you know?" I said, "You've been purging nitrous all weekend, and you hadn't replaced a bottle." I said, "There ain't such thing as that much nitrous in one bottle." But he was, when he'd go to take off, it was skirting nitro in. His car would fly.
Oh, yeah.
But he was awful brave. And apparently money didn't bother him a whole lot because, them things.
Nitro is quite expensive.
A drum is $1,600.
Cheap.
I think that's what it is. It's some kind of crazy number for 55 gallons. So they don't mind spending some money, and really the fuel is the cheapest part of it. The overhauling it ever pass.
It's $30 a gallon.
Ain't too bad.
No.
Huh. Well, just look on VP's website and see how much nitromethane is. It could be rather expensive. I've never course, I never needed any. Cox fuel is the closest thing we ever had to nitromethane. Used to buy that stuff and it smelled funny. Little two-stroke motors to zing, bud.
Let's see. You
want to see it?
Hang on. Trying to hyperfuels. It's a little bit more. Okay, so 53 gallons is 2,600.
Ouch.
So let's do the math on that.
2,300 for 53 gallons. See what that turns out to be.
Divided by. I'm sorry.
2,300 divided by 53.
Yeah.
How much is that?
That's $43.40.
$44 a gallon.
Yeah.
A top fuel car I think uses 15 gallons in 3.5 seconds. That baby's
leaves harder than a rocket that goes to space.
Oh yeah.
So
that's some wicked stuff. If you ever seen the in the movie world, the farmer astronaut farmer, he used some nitromethane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's. Hey, you know what it originally was?
What's that?
A torpedo fuel. It
makes sense.
That's what powered torpedoes back in the war.
You don't have to worry about them surviving.
Yeah,
engine survival's not a concern.
That's it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we got Bayleton with a bracket race today,
Mm-hmm.
the Beach with a bracket race today, and that is about it. Everybody has to shut down for
Bayleton, Jakes,
and Chase, yeah,
and Holiday.
But you know, with the glue shortage and the temperatures, and we've got guys doing
people on
upgrades.
vacation. Yeah.
I-22. Hopefully they'll finish up their
the maintenance.
The maintenance this week.
Well, it's not maintenance. Full replacements.
Yeah, what?
Full replacements.
Of what?
Their electrical systems.
Oh, okay.
That's why they're down.
Oh, yeah.
They lost wires.
Yeah, they had a direct hit on their electrical system.
Instead of hitting just speakers and stuff, they lost wires, so they're gonna have to rerun.
Yeah, that's fun. You know what's funny? You know, you have a great race, make some money, and then lightning hit and take every bit of the money you made.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
all that nice stuff you had just gone in a flash. That's
barbecue. But I did say the drone footage from I-22. You get an opportunity to go on.
If you're watching, if you look off on the left lane, there's a yellow car. It comes in a lot of the shots.
Out by the motorhome. That's yours.
That's mine. Yeah.
I noticed you made the drone video about 400 times.
I know.
You should have been smiling and waving because you'd have been popular.
That's it. Now we know where to park whenever we need to sell a car.
We do. Put a big balloon on top of it or a big bow.
Yeah. For sale in big letters.
For sale, yeah. The drone footage, was it Bama Drones? I can't remember what the name of it was.
You know, I don't know.
These guys
I could look, but we're going to run out of time.
Yeah, we're out of time. They did an outstanding job. That and Chris Sears Photography did a good job up there.
Have you seen the photos of your car?
Yeah.
I have them. They're great.
Oh, yeah. They look great. Well, guys, it's been a lot of fun here on this Saturday morning. Remember our replay from 9 to 11 tonight. We'll see you on next week on Drag Race Central. Just remember, the older I get, the faster I'm going to be. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
A powerful message now with more power. From the Crawford Broadcasting Studios, the best Bible teachers in America with 100,000 watts at 101.1 FM and 850 AM. This is WXJC FM, WXJC HD Coleman, WDJC HD2 Birmingham, and WXJC AM Birmingham.